11.9 talks about using pointers to a structure, and though the concept works in much the same way as using a pointer to an array like we would have in chapters 9 and 10. Some of you actually did choose to do the homework in 10 with pointers, so good for you guys. One of the things we have to do here is do mention that the dot operator, because of its preference for precedence, right? So the dot is going to dereference for you potentially the wrong thing. So when we're working with a structure, and when we are working with a pointer to a structure, and when we are working with the indirection operator, so a CIN, with a structure, what we're saying is don't do what you see here. It's the top of my page, but it is 638. Don't do the middle bit here that you see. So what is happening right here is we are saying circle pointer is a pointer to a circle object, and this asterisk is the denotation here for the pointer, because this dot radius, the dot here for circle pointer dot radius is going to point to not radius, but it's going to point to circle pointer dot radius. So it ends up pointing at the wrong thing for us. So what we really want is this new special notation, which is the arrow. So it's the dash greater than, or the hyphen rather, greater than. So in other words, circle pointer dash, or hyphen, sorry, greater than radius. So what we're saying is this is a pointer. It's a pointer to the structure circle, and we're pointing at the radius function or member of circle pointer, and we're giving it a value. So if that is as clear as mud, it's because this textbook does a really shitty job of setting that up for you. So what it's saying is the indirection operator, so when we are doing get line and when we are doing a CIN statement, if we are working with a structure and if we are working with a structure and when we are working with a pointer, what we should be doing is using that hyphen greater than, so the arrow notation. So the way it looks like is here, and we will go through this in code with the code sample selection, is there's your get line, here's CIN, and this is S. So S is the pointer we've got here, and we're going to point at name for that structure that S points to. So here for S, remember S is a pointer, and it's going to point to the credit hours member of S, which is the structure that this pointer points to. So the problem here is, well, it's two things. It's the silly virtual textbook I have to use. The problem here is with the indirection operator, if we wanted everything to act like it was normal, which it isn't, when we are using a pointer to a structure, you would have to use this really clunky nomenclature, which you did see when we were looking at pointers all the way back. I believe it was chapter 9. So instead of this, the compromise is this foreshortened statement, and that's fantastic.